Alrighty, good evening, viewers. Thank you for tuning in tonight to this broadcast for our Falfurrias High School Fighting Jersey baseball team. It is now baseball time here in Falfurrias, Texas. We're glad that you viewers are joining on here tonight, as it is President's Day, and this is the opening first match for our jerseys as they are taking on against the George West Longhorns. So it's going to be definitely an interesting matchup here tonight. We hope you'll stay with us for the 7 innings of Jersey baseball. And as our jerseys already took the field to do their little warm up, so now the George West Longhorns, they're taking the field too for their warm up. Game time is scheduled for 7 o'clock, so it's looking like the Longhorns will now have exactly 2 minutes left of on the field practice. So please stay on the live feed as soon as they're done, we will get started with this exciting matchup here of Jersey baseball. This is Christian Arpedes coming to you live from the Falfurrias High School Jersey baseball field. Looking at the temperature, it is a little breezy here. It is currently 66 degrees with a light wind blowing. So definitely, it's definitely baseball season. Baseball is now back here in Falfurrias, Texas. Thank you to our viewers tuning in. As soon as the Longhorns are done practicing on the field, we will begin. The live will still continue, but I will be muted until then. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back. Viewers, if you're tuning in, we are made aware that the screen on your end does look is a little blurry. So please be patient with us. We will definitely get that straightened out. We do think it's because if you haven't been to the baseball field here at Falfurrias High School, there is a net for safety. So our lens could be in effect with the net. So please stick with us as we will definitely try to fix it to the best of our ability. Thank you. Alrighty, viewers. Well, we just had the national anthem being played, and we had the introduction of our players. We introducing our starting lineup for our jerseys. We have number 2, RJ Huerta. Number 4, Andre Cisneros. Number 5, Derek Vasquez. Number 7, RJ Ozuna. Number 11, Nick Trevino. Number 12, Ryan Cantu. Number 13, Colton Ramirez. Number 20, Nathaniel Jaramillo. Number 22, Jax Garcia. Number 28, Kova Martinez. And number 27, David Trevino. Those are our starting 9. Those are our starting 9 for our jerseys. So right now, jerseys are warming up as we're getting ready for the first pitch. We do apologize again for the blurriness. We are still working it out. So please stay with us. Please bear with us. Alrighty, viewers. We are going to get started right here. Jerseys on defense, Longhorns on offense. Hadamio with the pitch. Here's the first pitch. And that ball is down low for ball 1. Brings the count 1-0 here on the Longhorns. Alrighty, here's the second pitch. There's a hit toward the third baseman. Third baseman throws it out at first. Jerseys with the first out here in the top of the first inning. Two more outs here for the Jerseys to get out of this inning. Here we go. As Hadamil here gets set, here's the first pitch. Looks like the ball is high for ball 1. Bringing the count to 1-0 here on the Longhorns. Here's another pitch. And that's also a ball. Bringing the count now to 2-0 here on the Longhorns. Here's the third pitch. There's a hit out toward the first baseman, and he catches it. That is out number 2, a catch right there by Andre Cisneros. That's 2 outs already here for the Jerseys. All right, here is the third batter right here for the Longhorns. As the Jerseys just need one more out to get out of this first inning. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1, bringing the count now to 0-1. Alrighty, here's the second pitch. There's another swing and a miss. That's a strike 2. Adamio just needs one more strike to get out of this inning here for the Jerseys. Let's see what he does. Here's the pitch. The pitch is a little high, so that'll be ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on the batter for the Longhorns. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Ball's also a little too high. Evening out the count at 2-2, as they call deuces on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here for the Longhorns. All right, here's the next pitch. They're hit out towards the first baseman, couldn't get it. That ball will fall down. As that is a hit towards right field, that will be a single for the Longhorns. Alrighty. Two outs here in the top of the first inning for the Jerseys. Excuse me, sorry. Two outs for the Longhorns. Here we go. That's a foul ball. As there is a runner here on first base for the Longhorns. Jerseys need one more out to get out of this inning. All right, here's the first pitch, or here's the next pitch, excuse me. As that pitch was a ball. 1-1 is the count, one ball and one strike. Alrighty, Jaramillo warming up here. Here's the next pitch. That ball is low for ball two, bringing two balls and one strike here on the batter for the Longhorns. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. As that as it looked like that pitch was outside, but the umpire called it a strike. Now that's two balls and two strikes here on this batter. Let's see what the next pitch is. Here it comes. There's a swing and a miss for strike three. That's out number three for. That's out number three. Jerseys will be up to bat. We'll be back. Alrighty, viewers, we are back hitting now for the Jerseys. We have number 5. We have Derek Vasquez. Let's see what Vasquez can do here. Here's the first pitch to Vasquez. That ball is low for ball one. All right, here's the next pitch to Vasquez. As the ball looked to be inside, that will be ball two. 2 balls and no strikes here on Vasquez. Let's see what he can do. As that pitch is high.
3 balls and no strikes on Vasquez.
3 balls and no strikes here on Vasquez. If he gets another ball, the pitcher from George West throws another ball, Vasquez will take his base. And he does just that. Vasquez will take his base. As Vasquez now is at first base, bringing up next to the bat for the jerseys is number 22, Jax Garcia. Alrighty, Garcia is now up to the plate. Let's see what he can do here. As the ball is low, that will be ball one for Garcia. As it looks, we got a timeout here called by the Longhorns, so we'll be back. Alrighty, viewers, we are back from that timeout by the Longhorns. Looks like the Longhorns weren't doing something correctly, so the coach wanted to go out to talk to him. So here we go. We have Garcia with Garcia at the bat. As there is a strike, and our runner at first advances to second. Jerseys have a runner now at second base. They are close to scoring here. Let's see if Garcia can get them to come home. Let's see if Garcia can get him to come home. As it looks like we got another timeout here called by the Longhorns. Looked like it might have been an equipment issue here. And it looks like we're ready. So Garcia will now step up to the plate. Jerseys are threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count on Garcia. Garcia attempted bunt, and the ball was too low, so that'll be ball two. Here's the next pitch. Garcia attempted bunt again, but that ball was too high. It'll be 3-1 on Garcia. 3 balls and 1 strike. No outs here for the jerseys. As again, jerseys are threatening. A man on second base. Let's see if Garcia can bring that guy home. Alrighty, here's the next pitch from the Longhorns. It's Garcia attempts bunt. Let's see if he can make it to first. And the ball gets away. Garcia was able to make it to first. Here comes the runner from second to third to home. Vasquez scores on a bunt here by Garcia. as the head coach, or the coach from Georgia West, was asking the umpire about a question on a play. As the run does count, Jersey's lead the Georgia West Longhorns 1-0. Bringing up to bat, I believe it's number 4, Andres Cisneros. As that first pitch was in the dirt, that will be ball one. One ball, no strikes here on Cisneros. Here's the next pitch, and it is a pop up. As let's see if he'll drop down. The center fielder from George West catches the ball. That'll be out number 1 for the Jerseys. Alrighty, bringing up next to bat here for the Jerseys, we have number 7, R.J. Ozuna. As the Jerseys are still threatening here, there is a man on second base. So let's see if R.J. Ozuna can get this runner home. Alrighty, here is the first pitch to Ozuna. As that ball is too high, that will be ball 1. Alrighty, here is the next pitch right here on Ozuna. As the umpires call it a dead ball, as the ball hit Ozuna, Ozuna will head off to first base. Alrighty. Jersey so far on a roll here. 1-0 is your score. Jerseys are up here in the bottom of the first inning. Bringing up next to the plate is number 20, Nathaniel Jaramillo. Jerseys do lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Jerseys are threatening to score again. Let's see if they can score again. As the first pitch is high for ball 1 for Jaramillo. Got runners at first and second for the Jerseys. 1 ball, no strike is the count right here on Jaramillo. Here's the next pitch. There's a hit out toward right field. And that is a foul ball. As that now brings the count to 1 ball and 1 strike here on Jaramillo. Here's the pitch. As the ball is in there for strike 2. Bring the count 1-2 here on Jaramillo. Let's see if Jaramillo can get on base here for the Jerseys. See if he can bring in a couple home. Let's see. As there was a foul ball, but the catcher was able to catch it, and he tagged Jaramillo, and that is a strikeout. That is an out here. That brings now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Bringing up next to the plate is number 2, R.J. Huerta. As that pitch is high, that will be ball 1. Here's the next pitch. As that will be ball 2 on Huerta. 2 balls, no strikes here on Huerta. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Jerseys are still threatening. They got 2 men on base. Let's see if Huerta can bring them home. Here's the next pitch. There's a hit out towards right field, and that ball will stay in play. Here come now 2 runs. Let's see if the Jerseys can bring in the second run, and they do. That is a double by Huerta, bringing in 2 more runs for the Jerseys. They're bringing your score now 3-0. As there'll be a substitution there for the Jerseys. Substitution there for the Jerseys. As bringing up to the plate now for the Jerseys, number 11, Nick Trevino. All right, here's the first pitch for Trevino. As that is called there for strike 1. Bringing the count 1-0 here on Trevino. Here's the next pitch. As there's a hit out to the first baseman. The first baseman bobbles it. And Trevino is safe. And the runner from second is coming all the way to home. And he is safe at home plate. As the home plate umpire here will save. The Longhorns coach wants the umpire to go talk to his colleague. So let's see what the verdict will be when we come back. So be right back. And the verdict is the runner is safe. So that brings your score 4-0 in favor of the Jerseys. Alrighty, next up to the plate here for the Jerseys, number 13, Colton Ramirez. As the ball is in the dirt, that would be ball 1. All right, here's the next pitch. There's a hit out to left field by Ramirez. As the runner from second is coming to home. Save at home. Ramirez advances to second. That is a double. As the runner from second does score, that brings your score now for the Jerseys 5-0. Dominant inning here now by our Jerseys. Alrighty, here we go. As unfortunately there's a swing and a miss by Ryan Cantu, bringing the count now to no balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. As that ball is in there for strike two. Bringing the count 0-2 here on Cantu. As that pitch is in the dirt, that'll be ball one. Bringing the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Cantu. Jersey still threatening with a runner at second base. 5-0 is your score here in the bottom of the first inning. All right, here's the next pitch. As there's a pop-up out to center field. Center fielder for the Longhorns does make the catch, bringing out number 3. Alrighty, viewers, that is the end of the first. That's the completion of 1 inning. Your score: George West Longhorns 0, the Falfurrias Jerseys 5. So far, good hitting right there by our jerseys. We'll be right back for the top of the second inning. Alrighty, here we go, viewers. Here at the top of the second inning. Here's the first pitch to the Longhorn batter. As the ball's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the second pitch. As the ball's in there, called for strike 1. Bringing the count now to 1-1 here on the Longhorn batter. As Jaramillo is still pitching. Here is the next pitch. That ball's a little too high for ball 2. Bringing the count now to 2-1. Here is the next pitch. Ball still high for ball 3. Bringing the count now to 3 balls and 1 strike here on the batter. Here's the next pitch. That pitch is in there, called for strike number 2. Bringing the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the next pitch. As a swing and a miss for strike 3. That would be out number 1 here. Alrighty, here is the pitch here. Swing and a miss for strike 1 here on the second batter here for the Longhorns. Here is the next pitch. Pitch is in there for strike number 2. Bringing the count now no balls and 2 strikes here on the batter for the Longhorns. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. As the catcher misses it, and unfortunately the first baseman could not catch the ball. That will go directly as a strikeout, but due to the fact that the catcher did not catch the ball, the runner can advance. And in this predicament, the runner does advance to first base.
Number 17,
So
Trevor Poe.
I believe that again that should go in as a strikeout. But even though the catcher couldn't catch the ball, the runner is able to advance. So there is now a runner on first base for the Longhorns. Here is the next batter for the Longhorns as that pitch was in the ball. That pitch was in the dirt for ball one. Bringing the count now 1-0. Here's the next pitch. As there's a hit out to left field, and that will be a foul ball, bringing the count to 1-1. One ball and one strike. Alrighty, here is the next pitch. As that's in there for strike two, bringing the count now to 1-2. One ball and two strikes here on the Longhorn batter. Alrighty, here is the next pitch as that ball is in the dirt. Bringing the count now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jerseys just need one more strike to get this batter out for it to be 2 outs. Let's see if they can do that. Here's the pitch. Ball too high, bringing the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here on the Longhorn batter. Now here's the next pitch. As that pitch is in there for strike three. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Here will be the next Longhorn batter. There's still one man on base for the Longhorns. Alrighty, here we go. Here's the pitch. Pitch is in there for strike one. Count now out. No balls and one strike here on the batter. Here's the next pitch. As that looked about to be the same pitch, but the umpire ruled that the pitch was low, so that will be ball one. 1-1 is your count now here. 2 outs. Here in the top of the second inning. Jerseys do lead by a score of 5-0. Here's the next pitch. There's a little blooper out to the short field. And throw it out to first in time for the out number 3. Hit out there to the shortstop. Was able to throw it in time to first base to get the out. As Longhorns cannot come with no runs, Jersey's going to the bottom of the second. We'll be back. Alrighty, viewers, we're back. Here, batting now for the jerseys is number 5, Derek Vasquez. Let's see what he can do here. As that pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Bringing the count to 1 ball and no strikes here on Vasquez. Here's the next pitch. As that pitch was too high. Bringing now the count to 2-0 here on Vasquez. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. As there's a hit by Vasquez out to left field. Let's see, and the left fieldman the player from left field can't catch it. That will be a double for Vasquez. Good hit right there by Vasquez. As the Longhorn player at left field could not catch it. We now have coming up here to the plate, number 22, we have Jax Garcia. Jersey's threatening again here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Score again, 5-0 in favor of the Jerseys. Alrighty, here we go. Not sure why the pitcher from the Longhorns threw it to first. Well, anyways, we're back here to play. Garcia up to bat. Jerseys with a runner at second base. Here's the pitch. As that pitch is high for ball 1. Bringing the pitch count to 1 ball and no strikes. Alrighty. As there's a pickoff attempt at second. Runner is safe at second base. Runner is safe. 1 ball, no strikes here on Garcia. Here is the next pitch. Ball is in the dirt. As that will be 2 balls and no strikes here on Garcia. Alrighty, let's see. Pitcher's warming up here for the Longhorns. Here's the pitch. As that pitch is called a strike. Bringing the count at 2 balls and 1 strike here on Garcia. There's a runner at second base for the Jerseys. So Jerseys are threatening here. Let's see if Garcia can bring this runner home. All right, let's see. Here's waiting for the pitch. Here comes the pitch. As that pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Bringing the count now at 3 balls and 1 strike. Alrighty, waiting here for the pitch. Waiting for the windup. 3 balls, 1 strike here on Garcia. No outs here. As that pitch is called a strike, as Garcia assumed it was going to be ball 4, he was going to take the base, but the umpire said no, that was strike 2. Bringing the count now at 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Garcia. Alrighty, here will be the next pitch for Garcia. As that's called strike 3. That is a strikeout right there. 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bringing up next to the plate is number 4, Andres Cisneros. Want to real quick congratulate Andres Cisneros. Him and Derek Vasquez were recognized right before the season at the Corpus Christi Hooks preseason All-Star banquet. So I'd like to congratulate those two jerseys. And congratulations to our head coach, Coach Gus Esquivel, for being named Coach of the Year. So our jerseys last year were one round short of making it to the state tournament. They had a great run last year. So let's see what they can do this year. Looking forward to it. Alrighty. As the first pitch was down low in the dirt, that is ball one on Cisneros. As now we're waiting here now next for the next pitch. Here we go. Pitch is high for ball two. Bringing the count now to 2 balls and no strikes here on Cisneros. Alrighty. Here we go, waiting for the pitch. Here comes the pitch, and that ball is too high for ball three. Bringing the count now at 3 balls and no strikes here on Cisneros. Here's the next pitch. And that ball is high for ball four. Cisneros will now take his base.
Brings it to the plate for the Jer-
Alrighty, next year for the jerseys is number 7, RJ Ozuna. And it looks like we got a timeout here called by the Longhorns. We'll be right back. Alrighty, viewers, we're back. The Longhorns did a pitching substitution here. So here we go. Still batting here is RJ Ozuna, as that is strike one. Bring the count now at 0 balls and 1 strike. Alrighty, here will be the next pitch as the ball is in the dirt. Bringing the count at 1-1.
One strike.
One ball, 1 strike here on Ozuna. Jerseys are threatening. Got a runners at first and second base. As that next pitch was in the dirt, bringing it to 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Let's see what RJ Ozuna can do here. As that pitch is in there, called for strike 2. Bringing the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ozuna has 1 more strike to work with. Let's hope he can get a hit right here. So here, let's see what he can do here. Here's the pitch. As that pitch was a little high up for ball 3.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Bringing the count full, excuse me. Count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Ozuna. Here's the next pitch. As that was a strikeout right there. So that'll be 2 outs here for the 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Up next to bat here is number 20, Nathaniel Jaramillo. Still 2 runners on here for the jerseys. Here's the first pitch. Ball's in there for strike 1. Strike 1 right there on Jaramillo. Bringing the count to no balls and 1 strike. Alrighty. Here's the next pitch. Pitch is way outside for ball 1. Alrighty, that is now 1 ball and 1 strike here on Jaramillo. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Longhorns need 1 more out to get out of this inning. As there's strike 2 here on Jaramillo, bringing the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second here for the jerseys. Runners will be taking off at this next pitch. Let's see. As that pitch is high for ball 2. Evening up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. As they say here, deuces are on the board. 2, 2, and 2. Alrighty. Jaramillo has 1 more strike to work with. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see. Here's as the pitcher is warming up. As it looks like we got a timeout called by Jaramillo, looks like. Alrighty. Here will be the next pitch. As there's a hit by Jaramillo out to center field. He's able to bring in the runner from second home, as that is a single by Jaramillo. That brings your score now. Longhorns 0, Jersey 6. Runners now here at the corners for the jerseys. Bringing up next to bat for the jerseys, we have number 2, RJ Huerta. Again, runners are at the corners for the jerseys. Let's see what that can do here. Let's see if he can bring in that runner at third base home. That pitch is called ball 1. 1-0 the count here for Huerta. Here is the next pitch. That ball's in the dirt. Bringing the count now to 2 balls and no strikes here on Huerta. Alrighty, here we go. Here will be the next pitch. Balls in the dirt. Bringing the count now at 3 balls and no strikes. Alrighty, here we go. Here's the next pitch. As that is ball 4. Jerseys have now loaded the bases with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bringing up next to bat here for the Jerseys, we have number 11, Nick Trevino. Bases are loaded here. Let's see if Trevino can bring in a couple of more runs here for the Jerseys. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 6-0 is your score. Alrighty, here's the pitch. Ball is outside for ball 1. Here is the next pitch. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Bringing the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike here for Trevino. Jerseys do have the bases loaded, as you just heard from our PA announcer. That ball is too high for ball 1. For ball 2. Bringing the count now at 2 balls and 1 strike for Trevino. See what Trevino can do here. He has 2 strikes to work with. Here's the pitch. And that ball is in the dirt for ball 3. Longhorns are close to adding another run here for the Jerseys. If Trevino gets walked, all runners walk up to their next bases. So if we get another walk here, runner at third advances to home, which that will bring up the score to 7-0. But let's see what Trevino can do. As Trevino still has 2 more strikes to work with. Let's see what he can do. There's unfortunately a foul ball hit out toward the gymnasium. That will now bring the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Trevino. Trevino now has 1 more strike to work with. Let's see if he can get these runners home. Here's the pitch. And that pitch is high for ball 4. That walks in a runner for the Jerseys. That brings your score now 7-0 in favor of the Jerseys. Now bringing up next here for the Jerseys, we have number 13. We have Colton Ramirez. Here's the pitch. As that pitch is called in there for strike 1. Bringing the count now to 0 balls and 1 strike here for Ramirez. Here's the next pitch. As that's a foul ball. Bringing the count now to no balls and 2 strikes here for Ramirez. Bases are still loaded here for the Jerseys. Let's see what Ramirez can do here. There's a hit out to the pitcher. Nobody's there to cover. Ramirez will bring in 1 run. That is a single right there for Ramirez. That brings your score now 8-0 in favor of the Jerseys. All righty, bringing up next here for the plate for the Jerseys, we got number 12, Ryan Cantu. Bases will still remain loaded here for Cantu. Let's see if he can bring in some more runs. Again, your score, Jerseys 8, Longhorns 0. Alrighty. Here's the first pitch. to Cantu, as that is right there called in for a strike. Bring the count to no balls and 1 strike here on Cantu. Alrighty, here's the pitch. Balls in the dirt. Evening up the count to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alrighty, here will be the next pitch as there's a foul ball, bringing the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alrighty, 1 ball and 2 strikes here as that pitch is high for ball 2. Deuces are again on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Cantu has 1 more strike to work with. Let's see what he can do here. Here's the pitch. As that ball right there is called for strike 3. That is a strikeout. Jerseys lead the bases loaded, but they were able to pick up more points. 8-0 is your score. We're gonna stick with you for this little break right here, as we want to introduce our baseball staff that we have here. A reminder: we don't own the copyrights to the songs, so if you hear the songs, please, we do not own the rights to the song. So the jerseys are led this year by assistant coaches, Coach Lalo Guzman, Coach Lando Garcia, Coach Jaime Rosas, and Coach Eduardo Mercado. Head coach is Coach Gustavo Esquivel. I'd like to recognize our BCISD school board members, and of course our superintendent of schools, Mr. Scott Rogers, our administration, our principal, Mr. Tony Dominguez, and our dean of instruction, Miss Cristina Lopez. And of course, we'd like to give a shout out to our athletic director, Coach Arturo Garcia. We would like to wish the jerseys the best of luck this upcoming season. And also, really quick, just wanted to point out that there are a couple of Jersey basketball players that are on this Jersey baseball team, but they're not playing tonight due to them being in the playoffs. So we'd like to announce that our Falfurrias High School Fighting Jersey basketball team will compete in the playoffs this year. The first round is tomorrow, the bi-district championship round, where our Falfurrias jerseys will be taking on the Aransas Pass Panthers tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 p.m. at the Calallen High School Gymnasium. So we encourage all of our Jersey Nation to please go out to Calallen to support our jerseys. Unfortunately, the BCISD Media Tech crew will not be there due to other commitments that we have. We do apologize, but we do encourage all of our fans to please go out and support our jerseys in person. Again, jerseys, basketball team in the playoffs. Tomorrow is the first round, the bi-district round. They will compete against the Aransas Pass Panthers at the Calallen High School Gymnasium. So please go out and support our jerseys. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to my BCISD Media Tech crew for all the hard work that they put in into bringing you this broadcast. So, Longhorns will now have the opportunity to try to put some runs here on the scoreboard. Let's see what they can do here. Longhorns, here's the first pitch. That ball is hit out, and that is foul ball. Bringing the count now at no balls and 1 strike here for the Longhorns. Here is the next pitch. As that ball is called strike number 2. Bringing the count now at no balls and 2 strikes here for the Longhorns. Here's the next pitch. As that pitch is in the dirt, and somehow the batter was able to hit it, but that is a foul ball. Leaving the count now at still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. As our catcher was hoping that would have been called strike 3, but the umpire says no, so that is ball 1. Bringing the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Alrighty, here will be the second batter here for the Longhorns. Here's the first pitch. That pitch is high for ball 1. That pitch is called in there for strike 1. Evening up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike here on the Longhorns batter, as there's a hit right there, and that is a foul ball. Here's the next pitch, as that ball is in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on the Longhorn batter. As that next pitch is still in the dirt, ball 3. Now the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here on the Longhorn batter. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. There's a hit out toward shortstop. The shortstop gets the ball, throws it out to first for out number 2, just in time. Good play right there by the shortstop to the first baseman. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Pitch is in there for strike 1, bringing the count to no balls and 1 strike here on the Longhorn batter. Here's the next pitch. Ball's in the dirt for ball 2. Oh, excuse me, ball 1. Got a little ahead of myself. I was thinking that was going to be strike 2. But it's ball 1, bringing the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Jaramillo just has to throw 1 more strike to get out of this inning here. Top of the 3rd inning. Longhorn 0. Falfurrias Fighting Jerseys 8. Jerseys are looking dominant here in this first game of the season, as that pitch is high for as that pitch was high for ball 2, bringing the count now at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's the next pitch. That ball's way too high, now bringing the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jaramillo just got to throw 1 more strike to get out of this inning. Let's see if he can do that. You don't want to walk the runner. Alrighty. Here's the pitch. And unfortunately, that ball is low for ball 4. Jaramillo ends up walking the batter. That brings the Longhorns to a man on first base. Here comes the next Longhorn batter. Alrighty, here is the pitch. That pitch is low for ball 1. Here's the next pitch by Jaramillo. That ball is in there for strike 1. Bringing the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike here on the Longhorn batter. Here is the next pitch. As that ball is hit over our heads, and that is a foul ball. Bringing that count now at 1-2 strikes. Here is the next pitch. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Good defense right there played by the Jerseys as we are now going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll be back. Alrighty, viewers, we're back here. Here up to bat now is Derek Vasquez. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is low there for ball 1. Here's the next pitch. Pitch is in there called for strike 1. Bringing the count now at 1-1 here. Here's the next pitch. As there's a hit out to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it overhand, and that ball goes past the first baseman. As Vasquez will get in there for a single. But due to the ball going out of the playing field, Vasquez will now take his base at second. Bringing up next here to the plate is Jax Garcia. Alrighty, here we go. Garcia batting. Pitches outside for ball 1. Alrighty, here's the next pitch as there's a hit out toward the third baseman. Third baseman will throw it to home, not in time. Garcia is able to get to first, but Longhorns with another error right there as Garcia is able to advance to second. So that is a double for Garcia. And as our first baseman, or excuse me, our second baseman advances to third. Alrighty. Jerseys have two runners here on second and third base as Andre Cisneros will come up next to bat for the Jerseys. Alrighty, here is the pitch here for Cisneros. As that pitch was inside, that'll be ball one. Alrighty. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high right there for ball two. Bring the count now at 2 balls and no strikes here on Cisneros. Alright, here's the next pitch. As that pitch is hit off to left field. The left fieldsman for the Longhorns can't catch it. Cisneros will bring in 2 more runs. That is a double right there by Cisneros, bringing your score 10-0 in favor of the Jerseys. Alrighty, here we go. Next batter here for the Jerseys is number 7, R.J. Ozuna. Alrighty, here we go. Ozuna. That first pitch was a ball. That's ball one. Pitch goes outside. That's ball two. 2-0 here on Ozuna. Alrighty. Here's the next pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That is strike number 1 on Ozuna.
And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Ozuna.
Here's the next pitch. As a foul ball, bringing the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ozuna.
Just a reminder to go out and support.
Alrighty, here is the next pitch for Ozuna. He has 1 strike to work with. Let's see what he does. Ball's outside. Count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jerseys do have a runner at second base. Let's see what Ozuna can do here. There's a hit out, and that is a foul ball. So the count will remain the same at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alrighty, here is the next pitch. That's a pop up. It looks like that ball's gonna stay in play. Let's see if the Georgia West Longhorns can make a play. And unfortunately, they don't. So Ozuna still alive here in this at bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alrighty, here is the next pitch. Oh, and there's a hit out to left field by Ozuna. Let's see it as the Longhorn player was unable to catch it, as that is a double by Ozuna. Good hit out there toward left field. Longhorns could not catch the Longhorn player left field could not catch it. So Ozuna was able to bring in the run, and he advances to second. That is a double by Ozuna. Next up here to bat is number 20, Nathaniel Jaramillo. Jersey's keeping the ball rolling here, bringing your score 0-11 in favor of the Jerseys. A great way to start off opening day here in Falfurrias, Texas, here at the Falfurrias High School Jersey baseball field. As we say, it's baseball time here in Falfurrias, Texas. Alrighty, the first pitch on Jaramillo with the ball, bringing the count to 1-0. As the next pitch is way too high for ball 2. Bringing the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Jerseys piling those runs on. Let's hope they keep it going like that. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. As that ball is out of play, it'll hit off of the light post. As that is a foul ball, so that'll be strike 1. As now we got 2 balls and 1 strike here on Jaramillo. Here's the next pitch. Ball is outside for ball 3. Bringing the count now at 3 balls and 1 strike. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. As there's a hit out toward the left field. Longhorn player can't catch it. That will bring in another run here for the Jerseys. Bringing the score now 12-0. Jaramillo with a double right there. Jerseys looking hot here tonight, as they are taking on the George West Longhorns. Bringing up next to the play will be number 2, R.J. Huerta. We got a timeout here called by the Longhorns. We'll be right back. Alrighty, viewers, we're back. That was a pitching change right there by the Longhorns. So here we go. Here's the first pitch. As that ball is in the dirt for Huerta. Alrighty. Here is the next pitch. One ball, no strikes here on Huerta. Runner at second base for the Jerseys. As there is a hit out to center field by Huerta. And that will, Longhorns throw away overhand. Error right there. Huerta, that brings in another run. Longhorns throw it back to second to get Huerta out, and they don't. That is a double right there by Huerta as he brings in number 20, Nathaniel Jaramillo, bringing the score now 13-0 in favor of the Jerseys. Alrighty. Alrighty. So up to bat is number 11, Nick Trevino, as that ball is on the dirt. That brings it to ball one. Here's the next pitch. Ball's outside. That is ball two. Bringing the count now at 2 balls and no strikes here on Trevino. No outs here for the Jerseys. So Longhorns got a lot of work cut out for them here tonight in this particular inning. Alrighty. Trevino hits it out, but that looks like to go out of bounds, or excuse me, out of the playing field, and that is a foul ball, bringing it to strike number one. Alrighty, here we go. Here will be the next pitch right here for Trevino, as that pitch was inside. And that will be 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Trevino. Alrighty, here is the next pitch. Here we go. As Trevino hits one out to the first baseman. First baseman gives it to the pitcher, and they couldn't make a play. So Trevino is safe at first base. He does advance the runner from second to third. Jerseys have runners at the corners here. So up next for the Jerseys, we got number 13. We got Colton Ramirez. Alrighty, here we go. As looks like Ramirez called for time here. Alrighty, now he's ready. We're all ready. Here we go. First pitch. Pitch is in the dirt for ball one. Bringing the count here for Ramirez. 1 ball and no strikes. Alrighty. Here will be the next pitch. Alright, we're waiting here, waiting as the pitcher will make an attempt. And no good. Runner for the Jerseys is safe. Still safe at first base. Alrighty, here we go. Waiting on the next pitch. Waiting on the next pitch. Here's the pitch. As that the foul ball tip. Bringing the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. That foul ball tip will be strike one. Alrighty, here will be the next pitch here for Ramirez. Ball is high for ball two. Runners are at first and third here for the Jersey. Still no outs. Longhorns have a lot of work to get out of this inning. Bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch. As Ramirez fouls off, that'll be strike two, bringing the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, I do know that there is a mercy rule, but I'm not too familiar on how that works. If the jerseys, I want to say if they hit 15 or more, it goes into the mercy rule inning. So this game could possibly be ending in a couple more minutes. Let's just see what happens. As Ramirez is still looking for a pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. And there's a pop-up hit out to center field. And the Longhorn player from right field ends up making the catch. As that is a sacrifice run here for Ramirez. He does bring in the run at third base, which brings the score now 14-0 in favor of the Jerseys. Next up here for the Jerseys is number 28, Kova Martinez. So that was a hit out toward center field. The right fieldman for the Longhorns was able to catch the ball, which that was a sacrifice sacrifice run. So Jerseys end up scoring 14-0. Alrighty, here we go. Here is the first pitch, and it's a pickoff attempt. No good. Runner at first base for the Jerseys remains safe. Alrighty, here is the next pitch. As Martinez hits a little blooper there. Pitcher tries to throw to first, couldn't make it. That's another error. As runner does advance all the way to third, and Martinez advances to second base.
Brings up the top of the lineup for the Jerseys with number 5, Derek Vasquez.
Alrighty, we're now looks like back to the top of the lineup for the Jerseys. Bringing up to bat is number 5, Derek Vasquez. Runners at second and third here for the Jerseys. Only one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is in there for strike one. Jerseys with a commanding lead of 14-0 against the Georgia West Longhorns. Let's see if the Jerseys can keep piling up those runs. Here's the next pitch. As that looked to be, if that's a foul ball right there. Foul ball brings the count now at 0 balls and 2 strikes here on Vasquez. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. That pitch is high for ball 1, bringing the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes here is the count. Here's the next pitch. As that's a foul ball, count will remain the same. Alrighty, here we go. Here will be the next pitch. As that is a pop-up, but it's a foul ball. As that ball lands right into our parking lot here at Jersey Baseball Field. Oh, you heard the little sound effect right there. But nope, no car was damaged. It just hit the road. Count still remains the same at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here we go. As there's a pop up all the way out to center field. Looks like the center fieldsman for the Longhorns gets it.
Center fielder gets under for out number 2.
As the run does advance. That's another sacrifice run here for the Jerseys. Bringing your score now 15-0. There's still a runner there out there for the Jerseys at second base as the center fieldman for the Longhorns is able to get that ball, catch that ball. And the Jerseys are able to score in another run, bringing again your score 15-0. Up next here for the Jerseys, we got number 22. We got Jax Garcia. As that ball was in the dirt for ball 1. Alrighty, here we go. Here is the next pitch. As that pitch looks to be inside, that will be ball number 2. Here we go. Pitcher's waiting. Here we go. Oh, and there's a hit out to left field. Ball drops down. As that will be a single by Garcia. Runners are at the corners here for the Jerseys. That brings up to bat number 4, Andre Cisneros. Runners do advance to the corners. As there's 2 outs here in this inning. Longhorns have not been able to find their rhythm here in this in this baseball game. So let's see if the Jerseys can keep on piling up those runs here. Alrighty. Here's the first pitch. As that's another foul ball that went right behind our heads. That will now bring the count at no balls and 1 strike. Alrighty, here we go. Here will be the next pitch. Here's the pitch. Ball's high for ball 1. That brings the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike here on Cisneros. Alrighty, here we go. Here will be the next pitch as there is a pop-up right there by Cisneros as the left fieldman. Oh, he drops the ball. So, Ron does score. Cisneros with a little single right there. That brings your score now 16-0 in favor of the Falfurrias jerseys.
Up to the plate for the Jerseys, number 7, R.J. Ozuna.
Now, bringing up next here for the jerseys, we have number 7, R.J. Ozuna. Alrighty, here's a pitch over, and there is a single right there by Ozuna. He brings in another run, bringing your score now 17-0 in favor of the jerseys. Alrighty, bringing up here next for the jerseys, we got number 27. We got David Trevino. Alrighty, jerseys got runners at first and second base. That pitch is way too high. That will be ball one. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Ball high for ball two.
Balls and no strikes on Trevino.
Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Ball still too high. Ball three. 3-0. Here's the count. Longhorns are close to loading up the bases again here in the bottom of the third inning. 17-0 is your score.
And Trevino takes a
As
ball.
that is ball four. They'll load up the bases again here for the jerseys.
Goes up to the plate, number 2, R.J. Huerta.
So now, bringing up now here to the plate for the jerseys, we have number 2. We have R.J. Huerta. The jerseys have scored 5 runs in the first, 3 in the second, and now 9 in the third. A very dominant performance here by our Falfurrias Jersey baseball team. Alrighty, bases are loaded here for the jerseys. That is called for strike one here on Huerta. 0 balls and 1 strike is the count here. Is the pitch. As that pitch is inside, it's called for ball one. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Pitch too high for that's ball two. Bring the count now at 2 balls and 1 strike here on Huerta. Alright, here we go. Pitch is still high for Huerta. That brings now the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. Longhorns are getting close to walking in another Jersey player. So let's see what happens here. Huerta has 2 strikes to work with. Here's the first pitch. As he shows bunt, and that bunt is foul ball. That brings now the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Huerta. Huerta has only 1 more strike left to work with. Alrighty, here's the pitch. Runners advance, and that's a pop up, and that is a foul ball. Oh, apologize for that. It looks like it looks like the catcher might have caught that ball. So umpires ruled that as out number 3. So that is the end of the third inning, folks. We're going now to the top of the fourth. We will be back. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. That's the foul ball. Strike one. Here's the next pitch. Hit to the first base. It's a fair ball.
There's a hit towards first base.
And that is out number one. Here's the second batter now for the Longhorns. As that pitch is high for ball one. As there's a hit out to the third baseman. Third baseman throws it out to first. In time for the out at first base. Alrighty, the first pitch was a ball, and then that one was a swing and a miss for strike one. Count now is 1-1. Here's the next pitch. Ball's in the dirt. Ball two. Pitch is outside there for ball three. That brings the count now at 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss right there for strike two. That count brings the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. That pitch is called in there for strike three. That's out number three here to end the top of the 4th inning. All right, here we go, viewers. We're here at the bottom of the fourth inning. There's a swing and a miss right there for the jerseys. Up here to bat is number 11, Nick Trevino. As there's a hit out there toward the second baseman, and he catches it for out number 1. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Oh, there's a foul ball. Oh, right over our heads. As that is strike number 1 for Colton Ramirez. Here's the next pitch. As that is a ball, bringing the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Another foul ball goes out of place. Strike 2. As that pitch was high, ball. That would be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. There's another ball, bringing the count now at 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Bringing, again, 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Ramirez. That pitch is high for ball 4, so Ramirez will now take his base. Bringing up next for the Jersey, we got number 28, we got Kova Martinez. It looks like we got a timeout here called by the Longhorns. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here there was a George West looks like just wanted to time out, talk real quick. All righty, that's a strike 1 right there. Martinez misses that ball, so that brings the count now at 0 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. There's a swing and a miss right there. Catcher can't find the ball. Runner from first steals to second. 0 balls and 2 strikes here on Martinez. Runner from first advances to second for the Jerseys. All right, here's the next pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's a strikeout right there. All righty, that's bringing up next here to the plate is number 5, Derek Vasquez. All righty, here will be the first pitch by Vasquez. Or the first pitch, excuse me. Ball's on the dirt. Bringing the count now to 1 ball and no strikes. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. Pitch is high for ball 2. Bring the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. Alrighty, here's the next pitch. There's a hit out to the third baseman. Third baseman gets it, throws it to first. And the runner's out at the runner is out at first base. So no runs here for the Jersey. Still your score, 17-0. We are now going to the top of the first inning. We'll be back. Alrighty, here we go, viewers. We're going to go to the top of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is high for ball 1.
At the plate for the Longhorns, number 7.
Next pitch. That's a foul ball. Calling for strike 1. Alrighty, here will be the next pitch. Pitch is in there for strike two. Bring the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here for the Longhorns. Alrighty. Here will be the next pitch. Pitch is high for ball two. Bring the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. It's in there for strike number 3, bringing to 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. All right, here's the first pitch. Pitch is too high for ball 1. Pitch is still high for ball 2, bringing the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is low for ball 3, bringing the count now at 3 balls and no strikes. Jerseys are about to walk this Longhorn batter. I'd like to just give a quick update. So this was the first, there's a swing and the miss for strike 1. This was the first broadcast that we have scheduled for our Falfurrias Fighting Jersey baseball team. We will have one more broadcast, and that date for our Jersey baseball team. There's another swing and a miss for strike 2. The next broadcast that we will do for the Falfurrias Jersey baseball team will be on March 28th. March 28th would be the next broadcast for our Jersey baseball team. Now, we may have more coming up, but and there's a strike 3 for out number 2. We might have more broadcast in the coming days, but as of right now, we're only scheduled for 2. That could change. Just please be on the lookout on our social media at our BCISD Media Tech page on Facebook. Our next broadcast that we will have will be next week, February 25th. We will have our softball bells game. Oh, and there is a little pop-up out to the right fieldman. Couldn't get it. That's a single right there for the Longhorns. So, yes, our next broadcast would be our softball bells game, which that will be February 25th, which is next week, starting at 7 p.m. So, if you can't make it out to the bells softball game next week, next Tuesday, home game, you can always tune in from the comfort of your own home. So please share our BCISD Media Tech YouTube page with all your family and friends that will support our jerseys and bells that will support our jerseys and bells this baseball and softball season. Alrighty. Longhorns have runner at first. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike is the count here for the Longhorn batter. Pick and steal as a pickoff. Excuse me, I meant to say pickoff right there, and Longhorns safe at first base. All right, here's the next pitch. Ball's high for ball 1. Brings the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, here's the next pitch. Pitch is in there for strike 2, bringing the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, here's the count. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Now, that is the end of the ball game, folks. Bringing your score: the George West Longhorns 0, the Falfurrias Jersey 17. Jersey start their season with a 1-0 record. Good job, great job. Good baseball here played by the Jerseys. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Please tune in for next week where we have our Bells in action. Thank you all so very much for tuning in and have a good night. This is Christian Perez coming to you live from the Falfurrias High School Jersey baseball field. Thank you for tuning in. And again, good night.